Hey guys, Michael is back today with another Fuji topic. I was talking about Fuji lenses in my other video, and I saw a lot of people really responding in the comments about this topic. And I thought this is something that you're really interested in. So today I want to share with you my thoughts about the Fujifilm kit lens, the 18 to 55. Let's go. So for most of you, I think the 18 to 55 will be their first lens they have for the Fuji system. For me, it was different. I bought the X Pro one with the 35 f1.4. That was my first lens, and I've been using it for at least, I think, 4 or 5 months just with this lens. So I really found out you can do a lot with just one focal length, but after that I got the 14 as an extra lens for wide angle photography, and after a while I got the kit lens. So the 18 to 55 actually was the third lens I got for my Fuji X Pro 1 back in the days. So I started using the X system with prime lenses, and that's the way I'm doing it primarily today. But you know, the kit lens is such a great lens, and I didn't expect it to be that good actually. So if I knew how good the kit lens actually is, maybe I would have started with a zoom lens, because I think it's easier and more comfortable. But as always, it depends on what you're shooting. So if you're out shooting in daylight, so if you like to shoot on vacation, if you're a travel photographer, maybe a zoom lens suits you better than some prime lenses. I think in regarding the quality of the lens, you cannot complain about the build quality of the 18 to 55, because it's metal, it's really solid. If you take the 18 to 55 in your hands, you realize that Fuji made a great product. I think the main difference between the 18 to 55 and the prime lenses is not actually the sharpness or the image quality or the fall off to the edges. It's more the depth of field, and of course the aperture. So you can use much lower ISOs if you use the prime lenses. You get a much smaller depth of field if you want. And I think regarding image composition, you're doing another job if you use prime lenses compared to a zoom lens, because you get lazy if you use a zoom lens. And it's the same for me. If I use a zoom lens, I'm not as careful in regards to image composition and framing my subject and finding a good angle than if you compare it to using a prime lens. So I enjoy shooting prime lenses really a lot, but for those of you thinking about starting in the X system and wondering if they can go with the zoom lens, with the kit lens, with the 18 to 55, go ahead. It's a great lens. Its aperture is just 2.8 to 4, which is not great, but it's okay. So especially for using it in daytime, wonderful lens. You have the image stabilization, you have a good image quality. If you like to shoot video, especially if you like to shoot video handheld, I think it's the better choice. And actually, I'm filming this on the 18 to 55 right now. Yeah, great lens, get it. Another thing a lot of people are wondering about is the difference between the 16 to 55 2.8 and the 18 to 55 2.8 to 4. I have tested both of them, and to be honest, you know what I did? I took some pictures, I renamed the files randomly, and I opened them. And I tried to find out which image was shot on which lens. and I couldn't find out by just looking at the image. So I decided to not buy the 16 to 55, which is a much bigger lens. It's much heavier. I decided to keep the 18 to 55 as a really small travel lens for using for convenience. Using if you give the camera to somebody else to shoot, they are much more comfortable with a small lens and with a zoom lens compared to prime lenses. So for comfort and as a first lens for the Fuji system, get the 18 to 55. You will love it. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this lens. Let me know what you experienced using this lens. Let's discuss in the comments about your opinions. Hit like, hit subscribe. Happy shooting. See you next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.